My name is Chinewogu. I work with the governor of Abia State, Okezie Ikpeazu, PhD. I serve as a senior special assistant on job creation and youth development. I also support the Made in Aba initiative. The vision of the governor is to retool the young people in the states because, of course, his own youth development program is hinged on skill acquisition because we believe that once young people have skills, they can be able to fend for themselves, they become self-reliant, and they can, find their path in life. One of the things, the focal areas he wanted to drive the economy of the state was to get back Aba as the SME capital of the country. Aba is a city where you have over 80% of the people who live there are entrepreneurs. They're involved in one form of skill area or the other. And when the government came on board in 2015, we decided to focus on certain sectors that Aba had a very serious comparative advantage, and one of which was shoemaking. In Aba alone, over 1 million pairs of leather products leave the shores of Aba weekly and find themselves in markets in the West African coast. As we came on board, we engaged with those who are operating in this sector, and we found that we identified certain gaps, one of which was the branding gap. And the governor took that headlong and became the major brand ambassador for Made in Aba.
Strategically, we decided to deal with marketing. Marketing did two things quickly. One, to clean up the inferiority complex among the shoemakers. And they said, hey, if our governor can wear Made in Aba and be proud to take it to former presidents like Olusegun Obasanjo, take it to everybody proudly and say, my boys produced this and I'm proud. Please, sir, can you wear or help us with it? If our governor can see something good in what we are doing, oh yes, why don't we now put our identity and say, yes, proudly Made in Aba?
Another gap we found was the quality gap, which had to do with the process of production. We found out that most of the shoes and leather products that leave Aba were done manually, and there was no automation. So the finishing and the quality of production was actually not competitive enough to compare with the things that come from the West. So we decided to deal with that gap, the quality gap, and the answer to that was automation. We wanted to respond to the question, if you ask us how many days or hours does it take to produce 1,000 shoes, and we could tell you quickly the length of time needed. So automation was the answer for us. And we went to China, we went to Brazil, we went to Turkey, and we visited shoe factories, and we found out that Chinese had developed a technology for mass production, quality mass production, and we engaged with several companies in China, and the conditions that we were given, were convenient enough for us to send our people.
God used the governor to bring this dream to a reality for me. I've always had this dream to travel out to learn about shoemaking, designing, so that my products can be able to compete internationally. And when I got to China, I saw these machines, these industrial machines that did a whole lot of job. I was given the opportunity to learn about designing shoes. I learned how to sketch, I learned how to cut shoe patterns accurately. I learned how to make use of these machines. I learned how to use the lasting machine. I learned a whole lot of things. I was able to interact with the shoe designers. The shoes that I designed so far, I can boast of it that it can compete internationally wherever I go. I actually learned, and I'm glad that I didn't just go for sightseeing. I'm glad that I've been able to put it to use.
So for these people that went to China, that moral boost that they had is encouraging them. Most of them came back and they're very excited, and they're announcing what they are doing, and they're happy because they're being recognized. Within hours of observing the operations of these machines, our people mounted those machines and they were producing, they were working side by side these Chinese. And most of these factories abroad, they don't produce for the shelf, they produce on order. They have international clients that place orders and they produce according to specification. Initially, we planned that there will be a session just for the training of our youths. But when we arrived and our people observed, they just immediately, it was a system of plug and play. they immediately mainstreamed themselves and they were producing. And throughout the period of production, and they were delivering to their clients the company had a lot of clients in Eastern Europe, the Russia area and all that. There was no complaint that the quality reduced. One of the qualities you find in this city called Aba is the people are naturally creative. They are very ingenious. The only gap was just machinery. If we haven't achieved anything in this process, one of the things we have achieved is that these Aba shoemakers and dressmakers are now putting on their products proudly Aba.